Ready, steady, go. Beep, boop. Boop.
Wasn't ready for that.
Go.
4-time with Myriad. You've got Jared here.
And Anna.
Hey, everybody. We are going to dive in talking about the CrossFit Open today, and more so history of the CrossFit Open, or what is the CrossFit Open. That way we can lead a little bit more into what the Intramural Open is, which we'll talk about in a further episode or later episode. So diving right into it, Anna, what is the CrossFit Open?
Woo, okay, so the CrossFit Open is an online competition put on by CrossFit HQ, and the word open is really speaking to what the competition is intended to be, really open to anyone.
Anyone in all skill levels.
Yeah, so the CrossFit Games, kind of like big overview, the final big competition that's super intense, hardcore, they use the phrase like finding the fittest on earth. And if you're going to say that you're finding the fittest on earth, then you need to open up that competition to everyone. And the Open is kind of the first phase of what is like the CrossFit Games season. So the Open is truly open to everyone. They so first year was 2011, I believe, was like first year of the CrossFit Open. Again, it's a weekly online competition where a workout gets released on typically Thursday evening. That's changed a little bit over the years, but typically Thursday evening a workout's released, and then gyms around the world have until Monday evening for them to put that workout on for their athletes or for individuals to do it in their garage, do it in their backyard, do it at an affiliate. You can do it as many times as you want in that Thursday to Monday period. But you submit your score and you're ranked compared to everyone else in the world. And from that phase, it builds into the next phases of the CrossFit Games season. But it starts with that online competition.
Yes, and so diving into some of those details a little bit, it used to be 5 weeks. It's now 3 weeks.
Yes.
And so yes, three workouts. It's very intensive on us as the staff side of things, but it is a blast. It's so much fun. The workouts are released on Thursdays. Talking about Myriad specific, we'll be working or doing the workouts on Fridays.
Yeah, that's
during
typically
class.
when we do them.
So whether you sign up for the Open or don't sign up for the Open, you're going to be doing the workouts if you come to class on Friday. If you're super competitive and want to make it to the CrossFit Games, you have to videotape your workouts, which I don't think there's going to be too many people videotaping workouts here, but there might be if someone has that interest. Feel free.
Yeah,
go
live your
for it. Judges course is another big thing there.
Yeah.
So we really ask athletes, if you're going to do the CrossFit Open, we encourage athletes, members, to take the online judges course. What that is, it's offered by CrossFit HQ. I think it's $10.
I think so, yeah.
$10 to participate. It's just a great way to learn a little bit more about the movements, about the standards of movements, which is really cool to, I guess, make you a better athlete. What else am I missing with the CrossFit Open? Some of those finer details.
Well, so you mentioned earlier on that it is open to everyone, all skill levels. And
perfect.
One way that happens is there are different divisions.
Correct.
So, while the Open is open to everyone, you can sign up for different divisions. So one, you'll automatically be sorted into age groups. There are two teenage divisions.
Masters.
Yeah, congratulations to you. There's then the Open division that is people from age 18 to 34. And then there gets into Masters divisions that are 5-year increments starting at 35. And I believe it goes to 65 plus. Don't quote me on that. But then there are other divisions as well, from adaptive. So like if you have a lower extremity impairment or a visual impairment, there's different divisions in terms of those kind of modifications as well. One thing that's evolved as the Open has been around is different divisions within the Open category as well. So when they release the workout on Thursday night, there is like the RX version of the workout, and then there is a scaled and a foundations version. So even if you're someone who's brand spanking new to CrossFit, you've never done it a day in your life, you can do one version of the workout. It might look a little bit different than someone who's eventually making it to the CrossFit Games, but you're still going to get some variation of whatever that written workout is. So, for instance, a workout that involves handstand walking, that's a really hard, high-level skill. Not a lot of athletes can do that. But we have seen a bear crawl, which is essentially something that little kids can do, and that might be your version of a handstand walk. So there's ways to make this. They program the Open in a way for everyone to be able to participate, which is really cool.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest key for us to get across to people of like doing the CrossFit Open. We encourage people to join. Sign up online. I think it's $20 to sign up for the competition for the 3 weeks. A lot of times we get that question of like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Like what if I want to do RX on this workout and like go for it and then scaled on this workout here? You can do that as well. You can jump back and forth. What's really cool, what we see from year to year is our athletes who their goal might be to just RX every single workout in the Open. In fact, I know of a specific coach/athlete here who I do goal reviews with, who that's their goal this year for 2024. And I think it's really cool that they're going to work towards achieving that goal from an RX perspective. So that's super important. What else are we missing?
I think just like why this is something that we encourage people to do. I think I'm going to ask you, why do you still do the Open?
Great question.
It's probably changed.
No, it has. I mean, you and I were both very competitive in CrossFit from 2011. You way before that, but for me, 2011 to 2016, 17-ish, and then I retired. But yeah, I mean, we did redo open workouts a lot, and that was our season was, not the Super Bowl, but like the playoffs essentially to get to the Super Bowl was the CrossFit Open. So we put everything into that. So it's a really big test of challenging your mindset. And there's no workouts. And the reason why I still do the CrossFit Open is there's no workouts throughout the entire year that I push harder than when I'm doing the open workouts, because I know I have this switch in my head that I can flip and like shut my brain off and like really put myself into a pain cave and really make myself hurt really, really, really bad. And I save that for the CrossFit Open these days because I don't want to do it any other time. So that's why. What about you? Why do you still do the Open?
I think for me, well, similar. I obviously have had many years where it was a true test of my fitness, and similar that like go to the dark, scary place of my fitness. For me now, it's more about just being a part of the community. I really love that this workout is something that people in our gym are doing, people in our city that do CrossFit are doing, people around the state, around the country, around the world are doing, and I just really love that kind of. It's almost like a shared suffering moment. Suffering's the wrong word, but I really like that community. Like we are all in this together. We've all had this kind of shared experience, and I love seeing that. I've done every Open, so I've signed up every single year, I believe, since 2011, and there are workouts that repeat, so it's sometimes really fun to see. I did this workout in 2016, and now I'm doing it again in 2021, and it used to be that I was besting my previous scores. I don't think that would be the case today, but it is still fun to see, where I was then, where I am now, and also just see kind of the progression of the sport generally in terms of what used to be a really amazing performance in the Open in 2011 is like very different from what people around the world are doing today, and it's really cool to see that like evolving of human capabilities. Yeah,
one thing you touched on there was the standardization of like the worldwide competition, which is what I love about CrossFit as a whole. Is like a burpee is a burpee, a squat is a squat, and I can do the same workout as someone else across the world, and now I know like who's fitter in that specific workout, and so you know, that's a lot of the CrossFit workouts we do, but specifically to the open, like Peter's a great example where I'm sure I'll be competing against Peter, although his fitness level is much higher than mine right now, but I'll be competing against him, calling you out right now.
I'm going to compete against you, so
and Anna's going to compete against me. So, and you can do that internally as well. Just call out people you want to make sure you beat. And it's just a lot of fun from a competitive standpoint there. So I enjoy that too.
Yeah, so hope that gives us everyone a little like info on the open. We enjoy it. It's cool. It's a really awesome sense of community and a great opportunity to push yourself and find your limits. And we hope to see you there.
Yep, register 2024.
3, 2, 1 time. Boop beep.